It was really special to have my mom here this week, just to kind of bookend this time of my life. She brought me up so young, just loving music, and she really gave me a voice as a child. And so to have her here, experiencing, what is one of the greatest accomplishments of my life, it's so great to just have her to experience that. But I think the greatest thing that she ever taught me was just like, if you want something, don't stop, just go for it. Like, she never wanted me to be held back by anything, and I owe so much to them because they sacrificed so much and have done so much for me to have opportunities like this one throughout my entire life. But she told me never to let anything hold me back. Don't let your finances hold you back. Don't let, your insecurities or your limitations hold you back. Like, if you want something, if God places a desire in your heart for something, you should go for that thing, because ultimately I don't think you'll ever be fully satisfied or fully fulfilled and happy in your life until you reach that thing that is meant for you.
I was like, because I was laughing because I saw you go, Mom.
I know, I was like, Mom.
We've literally been here for 2
I love her, but she's so embarrassing.
I've watched my dad sing growing up, so he's always been an influence in that aspect, but also whenever I came to him and was like, this is what I want to do, he was like, okay, we can see how this goes and everything, and then he kind of was like, okay, she's serious, so that's when he became like super like motivating and kind of pushy, but like in a good way. But like no, he encouraged me to come audition for the show. I was like, that's not realistic, and he really pushed me to be here. So I literally would not be here without my dad. And I don't know, like, I just celebrated my 1 year since my first gig deal like a couple days ago. So thank you. It was I was like, oh my God. But no, like, he's gotten all my equipment and he's always there like cleaning up after me after I get done with the show. He's so supportive, and he reminds me every day. He's like, Shelby, this was a career I could have chose for myself, but he's like, I'm kind of living through you in a way, in like a proud papa way. Like, he's so proud, and that's like my number one goal each week, is to make my parents proud, because I wouldn't be here without either of them and their support and their encouragement and their sacrifices.
Yeah, so my dad was here for this past week, and gosh, I don't know where to begin with my dad. I mean, if it weren't for him, then, and his guitar, growing up, I wouldn't have ever picked up the guitar, and I may have never written any songs. And I mean, he's been such an amazing just rock in my corner when it comes to my music growth, and your question was, what's the biggest thing? The best piece of advice, mine goes straight to this time. About 2 years ago, I lost my voice completely, and I still deal with, I have like a vocal polyp that it's tough, and you can sometimes hear it when I'm really tired. But when I was struggling with that, he told me, I was just driving. He's a motorcyclist, and he was motorcycling down some, like, I don't know, through some mountain somewhere, and he was like, I was just thinking about you and just praying for you, and it just hit me that I should tell you that you just got to sing from the Spirit. No matter what, just sing from the Spirit. And that's always stuck with me. Like, sometimes you forget. But that's the kind of advice that I can always think back to. And no matter if I'm imperfect, which I am, I can just sing from the Spirit, like how Jordan was talking about earlier. Because it's just, it's like, because that's your power. And so I'm just so thankful that he told me that.
These are the things that you want for your kids. My daughter's really little, but it's like listening to all of you, I'm thinking, I hope that my daughter says that about me when she grows up. So,
yeah, she will.
Question, because it's the holidays. Are there any traditions that you guys are going to be missing that you loved about Thanksgiving? And then also on top of that, what are you most grateful for?
Oh man.
We'll start with you, Amy, and then move down.
Okay. Gosh, Thanksgiving. I mean, what's better than Thanksgiving dinner with your family and football and eating more pie than you think you ever could? I love pie. I'm big into pie. Yeah, I mean, of course, I miss that whole, like, cozying up. We would always make a fire in our house, and we'd, always, I don't know, my mom would always be working on crossword puzzles, and my brother would have the football game on, and my dad might be asking me to play chess. You know, it's just like a cozy environment around Thanksgiving, and you know, we're about to. It's right before Christmas starts, and it's just such a cozy time, and I miss that. And what was the second question?
What are you most grateful for?
What am I most grateful for? Honestly, this year, I mean, honestly, this year I'm most grateful for this experience. I mean, this has totally changed my life, and I know this is totally this opportunity was handed by God. I just know that, like, I was meant to be here and meet these people and be inspired by these people and just have my life forever changed. And I will never forget this for as long as I live. And I'm just so thankful for it.
I mean, this year I'm really gonna miss like every year my mom and my sister and I, we always get together and we do like our part of the family dinner, because like the grandparents and everything, we all have like a part of what we're gonna make. And I'm missing discussing with my mom like what we're gonna do, what the game plan is, you know, like what we're gonna make, and spending that time making it with them. And so like that's one thing that I've always kind of taken for granted, and you don't really realize that like you're gonna miss that until you're taken away from it. And but like with that being said, I'm really thankful for all the blessings and opportunities, like Amy said, that we've been given this whole entire year. This has been such a long process, and to still be here is such an amazing like gift from God. Like it's something completely unimaginable. And I mean, every year brings new surprises, and this one has been full of them, and I'm thankful for every single one.
Yeah, it's really strange for me. This is actually my first Thanksgiving away from home. I've been in college, but I always make it a point to get back home. And so this is my first Thanksgiving away from home. And it's really strange just to think about not being with my family, because we always, you know, have such a wonderful time. One of my favorite traditions is every year my cousin and I were really close, and we always get the wishbone from the year before, and we save it for an entire year, like build up all the wishes, and then we break it the next Thanksgiving, and like it's one like super powerful, awesome wish, you know?
You know, I'm coming home in replacement of you to your mama's house.
So I know my cousin's gonna like have the wishbone there and like looking at it, and she's gonna be so sad that we're not together to like, you know, break the one and save the new one. We might do it. But yeah, that's probably one of my favorite traditions. And then I'm so thankful. I know this is super practical, but honestly, just lately, I've been so thankful for like good health and just a good life. Honestly, being in this situation and meeting so many people and hearing from so many people, there are so many people that are looking to be inspired because they're sick or because they've had such a rough life. And I've been blessed with such a good life and such good health throughout my life, and just wonderful opportunities like this. And so I'm just thankful for that. You know, I think that our lives could be very different had things gone differently for us, and had we, you know, there are life-changing events that happen that could have totally taken us off this course and put us in completely different places, and we would need to be looking to people that are in the situations we're in now for inspiration and you know, to inspire us to keep going for our dreams. And so I'm just really thankful to have had a good life so far, and to be healthy and able to be here and do this and inspire other people who aren't as fortunate.